Hello everyone, welcome back to Study with Hashmi. Now let me ask you a simple question. What do these words have in common? Listen and repeat after me. Time, day, sea, zoo, name, and light. They sound completely different, don't they? But behind the scenes, your tongue is visiting the same place every single time. Interesting, isn't it? Okay, and that's what we are going to explore today. And this is one of the most important chapter in English pronunciation. So welcome to the world of alveolar sounds. Now, what are alveolar sounds? Take the tip of your tongue and place it behind your upper front teeth, okay? You can feel the slightly raised area. That is called alveolar ridge. And whenever the tongue touches or comes very close to this area, we produce alveolar sounds, okay? And today we will learn the 7 important alveolar sounds. There are only 7 alveolar sounds in this category, and they are pronounced as T, D, S, Z, N, L, and U. Okay, and for every sound we will study 3 things: place of articulation, manner of articulation, and voicing. Okay, so by the end of this lesson, you won't just pronounce these sounds, okay? You will understand exactly how they are produced, okay? So let's begin with the first one sound. Here is the first one sound. Listen and repeat after me. T, T. According to place of articulation, it is alveolar sound. Why? Because the tongue touches the alveolar ridge, okay, behind your top teeth, alveolar ridge. So that's why it is called the alveolar sound, okay. According to manner of articulation, it is called a plosive sound. Why? Because the airflow is completely blocked and then suddenly released with a puff or a pressure. So that's why it makes a plosive sound, okay. According to voicing, put your 2 fingers on your throat and say the sound, please. T, T. Do you feel any vibration? No. So T is a voiceless sound, okay? Listen to me very carefully. Remember, T is a voiceless alveolar plosive, okay? Now here are some examples. Listen and repeat after me. Time, tomato, teacher. Beautiful. Short, crisp, and clean sound, okay? Now let's move to the sound number 2. Listen and repeat after me. D, D. Now this time the tongue goes to the same place, the alveolar ridge, as you know. The airflow is blocked and released again. So it is a plosive, as you know. But this time, when you say D, you can feel a vibration in your throat. Put your 2 fingers and say the sound. D. It means that it's a voice sound, okay? So remember, D is a voiced alveolar plosive. Here are some examples. Day, door, doctor. Excellent. Now notice something interesting, okay? T and D are like twins, okay? Same place, same manners. The only major difference is voice, obviously. Okay, now let's move to sound number 3. Listen and repeat after me. S, S. Place of articulation. The tongue comes close to the alveolar ridge. Manner of articulation, air passes continuously through a narrow gap, creating friction that makes it a fricative sound, okay? Voicing, say the sound, put your 2 fingers. S. There is no vibration, obviously, okay? So it's voiceless sound, okay? Remember, S is a voiceless alveolar fricative, okay? Here are some examples. Listen and repeat after me. See, smile, success. Excellent. Now, this sound is sharp and energetic, okay? Let's move to the sound number 4. Listen and repeat after me. Z, Z. The place is still alveolar, as you know, okay? The manner is still fricative, but now your vocal cords vibrate this time. Okay, if you want to check it out, put your 2 fingers on your throat and say zzz, zzz. Okay, this time zzz is called a voiced alveolar fricative. Okay, here are some examples. Listen and repeat after me. Zoo, zero, music. Very good. Okay, remember, s gives you the friction, but z gives you the friction and voice as well. Okay, that's just the difference. That's it. Okay, now let's move to the sound number 5th. It is pronounced as According to place of articulation, the tongue touches the alveolar ridge. Okay, manner of articulation, the mouth passage is blocked, but the air escapes through the nose. That makes it a nasal sound. Okay, voicing, feel your throat, the vocal cords vibrate, so it's voice sound. Okay, always remember, is a voiced alveolar nasal sound. Okay, here are some examples. Listen and repeat after me. Nice, name, number. Excellent. This sound is gentle sound with beautiful resonance. Trust me. Okay, now let's move to the sound which is the most elegant sound in English. Okay, and it is called the clear L, which is called the light L as well. Okay, listen and repeat after me. Place of articulation, the tongue touches the alveolar ridge, as you know. Manner of articulation, air flows around the sides of your tongue. Okay, and that makes it a lateral approximant. Okay, and voicing, the vocal cords vibrate, so it's voice sound, as you know. Okay, so remember, is a voiced alveolar lateral approximant. Okay, here are some examples. Light, love, learn. Excellent. Right, sound number last, and finally the famous dark L in English. Okay, you might have heard this word. Okay, this sound usually appears at the end of a syllables or words. Okay, place of articulation, still alveolar. Manner of articulation, still a lateral approximant. Voicing, still voiced. So what's the difference then? The back of your tongue rises slightly, giving you the sound darker quality. Okay, do you feel the sound? Listen to me very carefully. Light L, light. Now feel this one. Full. Another example. Leaf, feel. Can you hear the difference? One is bright, but one is darker and more relaxed. Okay, now repeat after me. Here are some examples. You will get betterly. Full, feel, call, and vault. Beautiful. This small detail makes your English sound much more natural. Okay, and inshallah I'll make a detailed video on a light L and a dark L in upcoming lectures. Okay, so remember, today we learn the 7 alveolar sounds. The first T is a voiceless alveolar plosive. D is a voiced alveolar plosive. S is a voiceless alveolar fricative. Z is a voiced alveolar fricative, and N is a voiced alveolar nasal. L is a voiced alveolar lateral approximant, and U is a voiced alveolar lateral approximant as well, which is called the dark L. Okay, 7 sounds, 1 place of articulation, and an all new level pronunciation awareness. Okay, so remember, great pronunciation is not about speaking faster. It's all about placing the sounds accurately, controlling airflow, and using your voice correctly. The more consciously you practice, the more naturally you will speak. Always remember this. So keep listening, keep repeating, and keep refining your sound you produce. Okay, because confident speech is built the same way a building is built. Okay, one strong foundation at a time only. So that brings us in the end of today's lesson.